Okay, Scott, here we are on your website just after logging into SquareSpace and then selecting Pages in the upper left column, and boom, that gives you that navigation that you can see now in the left margin. And I just have it starting off on your intro page, but we're going to work on the Chrome Storm to begin with. So the Chrome Storm, clicking on the gallery here will display all the images as little thumbnails. And over here on the main page, clicking Settings, scrolling down, you can see the page description. As you can see, there's no description here, no big deal. You come back, edit that whenever. If you look at this little gear icon, you select that, and boom, that pops up a lot of details, like the title and the description. These images, looks like you haven't gotten around to titles and descriptions for Chrome Storm. Here's how you can display your titles and your description, because the default gallery is not making that an option. There's nowhere. I've looked everywhere, clicked on everything. There's nothing that provides that. So giving ourselves a blank canvas, we have a ton of options. So just creating a blank page, and I'm going to title it Titles and Descriptions and hyphen Chrome Storm, just to keep things organized. Okay, now you just select Edit, and you just go to these little black round icons and select them, and boom, gives you a ton of options. So let's go ahead and click Slideshow, and since you've already created the gallery, we're just going to use an existing gallery, Chrome Storm here. But now we go to Design, and look, we get a ton of options. Make sure to have automatically crop images. Make sure that is not selected, because the dimensions of your prints are so varied that cropping the image often crops a good third of it. So make sure that's deselected, and then scroll down a little bit and you can see where Show Title and Description, and wherever you want to put that, by default just goes to the bottom. And I think it works really great to take your page description, add a text box above it, and just include your page description right there at the top. So now let's check out the aesthetics of engineering. Here are images I know at least have titles and descriptions. But let's start by selecting Settings, see if we have a page description for this one. No, we don't. All good. But clicking on this little gear, now look, you can see a title and a short little description. Now we've got something to work with. And we'll just, again, add a blank page, and we'll title this The Aesthetics of Engineering. I forgot to preface it with titles and descriptions. I went back and did so it's clean and organized. So you'll see titles and descriptions hyphen The Aesthetics of Engineering when you go back in there. So we got a new blank canvas to work with. Let's get that gallery in there. So clicking that little icon, it'll pop up and we'll select Slideshow. Use existing gallery. We have the Aesthetics of Engineering. Boom, Design. Make sure we take that crop off. Scroll on down. Okay, we got Show Title and Description. And we'll just keep it on the bottom. You can see it. You can see the title and description right there. That looks great. Let's apply that. And now let's go in and browse it. Let's see what it looks like on a browser. So I just added that gallery like I had showed you in creating those new blank pages. I did the same sort of gallery below your existing page and just added that slideshow where I could design it and ensure that Show Titles and Descriptions was selected. And here's what we have. Here's what it looks like. Now, after you've created those blank pages to display your existing galleries with the titles and the descriptions, then you could simply replace them. Now don't go deleting them, because these images for these new pages are derived from from your existing gallery. So you could just take them and drag them where it says not linked. I would just recommend deleting titles and descriptions and then replacing it accordingly. And then swap them out and replace them, and then just, check with another browser, see how it looks, see if it's up to your standard. But I think, Scott, based on what you described your needs, finding a way to display your titles and your descriptions, we found it. This is the workaround.